The Olds High School Drama Club, under the guidance of teacher Rhonda West, will be recreating the Battle of Olds at the TransCanada Theatre in Olds on Saturday, February 28th and on Sunday, March 1st. The original battle, which was a dispute between the Olds citizens and Canadian Pacific Railway, occurred on June 3rd, 1907. We spoke with Olds High School drama teacher Rhonda West at the Mountain View Museum.
Absolutely. Well, I chose my group because it was my senior drama class, so they really didn't have much of a choice, and neither did I in who my actors were going to be. Whoever walked in on that class, that's who was going to be in it. And what has made it quite interesting is that the students, even though many of them were born and raised here, aren't really aware of what the history has been. And so we started by reading it, and they honestly did believe that it was that there was a fictional story. And when I had to break it to them that this, well, didn't break it to them, but when I made them realize that this was actually part of their history, they were very surprised. And not only surprised, but again, the fact that we had a battle here in Olds is quite surprising to them. The other thing that we've been kind of struggling with just recently is our fighting. There is a huge battle that actually does take place, and the key point to having a fight on stage is, of course, that nobody gets hurt. So we've had to really kind of walk the students through the fighting scenes, and then we will be choreographing the fight hopefully tomorrow during our class. So I'd say beside actually battling with each other, the hugest setback for us right now has been time. Just trying to get it all in. The thing that's been such a gift for us is the fact that I do have museum people. I've got Mary Hayes, who is the writer. I have Rita Thompson, who's been around the town for so long. So I have all of these, I would call them, the authorities that I can go back to, and I can ask about details, and they can give me the advice that I need, trying to keep it historically accurate.
Storyteller and playwright Mary Hayes.
Our historical record is usually chronological. And yet, to simply share chronological facts, you might as well go to a textbook and read from a textbook. So somehow we want to lift the story off the page and bring it to life with interesting characters who are involved in conflict and conflict resolution so that it's entertaining for the listener. And that probably was the biggest challenge, to bring those characters to life. I'm a storyteller, and I'm very interested in telling historical stories. And of course, I'm a hometown girl. I've lived here all my life, so the story of Olds was especially interesting to me. I grew up just 2 doors down from Ralph Maybank, and of course, Mr. Maybank features strongly in the story, so I kind of felt I had a personal connection to the stories of Olds and this historical story. So it was wonderful to work with the historical documents. I found newspaper articles. Our own history book of Olds is extremely good. And I was able to talk to Mrs. Smith, who worked on that history book as well. So 10 years ago, I was able to talk to some people who were familiar with the oral telling of that story. So that was exciting for me as a storyteller.
Well, the one thing is, again, because normally when I'm working on a production, I kind of work on my own. The fact that I've had so many partners and so many different organizations to work with has been a real gift this year, and I feel really honored to have this opportunity.
You can't tell everything, of course. It's the story of a battle fought with heart and energy in the midst of our small town.
Tickets are available online at www.kiwanis.org/concert.htm or at the Mountain View Museum located at 5038 50th Street in Uptown Olds. Olds Community TV, your go-to channel for news and information in Olds, Alberta.